Now to the COVID pandemic and an impassioned plea tonight from the head of the CDC to not let down our guard. That's because with cases now spiking again in at least half the country, President Joe Biden today calling on governors to reimpose those mask mandates. Here's CBS's Walensky.
Tonight, fourth wave fears.
I'm going to reflect on the recurring feeling I have of impending doom.
As cases continue to rise nationwide, blunt words from the head of the CDC.
So much reason for hope, but right now I'm scared. So I'm speaking today not necessarily as your CDC director, but as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, to ask you to just please hold on a little while longer.
Cases are up more than 10%, with hospitalizations on the rise, as life looks more like it did pre-pandemic in much of the country. 43 states have allowed most or all businesses to reopen, and 17 don't have mask mandates. This, as much of Europe is seeing another spike, and doctors say Paris hospitals are about to hit catastrophic overload.
The trajectory of the pandemic in the United States looks similar to many other countries in Europe. I'm calling on our elected officials to sound the alarm. We must work together now to prevent a fourth surge.
New Jersey now seeing the nation's largest spike in cases per capita.
We have to keep up the fight and to push back against our pandemic fatigue.
And Florida seeing reported cases of the more contagious UK variant, more than doubling just in the past 4 days. But there is some good news tonight. A new CDC study of healthcare workers showing the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are 90% effective after 2 doses and 80% effective after just 1, and that the vaccines can reduce asymptomatic infections. President Biden making an announcement today.
That is by April 19th, 3 weeks from today, 90% of adults, people over 18 and over, will be eligible to get vaccinated.
Meanwhile, as the death toll nears 550,000, a stunning admission from President Trump's former pandemic coordinator.
There were about 100,000 deaths that came from that original surge. All of the rest of them, in my mind, could have been mitigated or decreased substantially.
800 people a day get vaccinated here at Lennox Health in Manhattan. And starting tomorrow, New Yorkers age 30 and older will be eligible for their first dose. Last Friday, New York became the first state to roll out a vaccine passport, which is basically a smartphone app that proves you've been vaccinated, something the Biden administration says they're helping develop standards for nationwide, Nora.
Walensky, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you saw the video. That is the CDC director, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. And she is saying that America is going to be in dire shape in this fourth wave. Now, if you were on my live stream, I was telling everybody about an article that I came across on Germany. And they are told this third wave that's about to hit them is going to be worse than the first two. They are warning their people. In fact, most of Europe is getting that warning. But here in America, they're telling you to pack your bags, get ready for your vacation. We're opening, the majority of the states are now opened fully. They're telling you to take off that mask and get those kids back in school, get back to work and live life. But see, remember, the variants are more deadly. America has not resolved not one variant or the original virus that hit and shut down America in March 2020. And they don't seem to be concerned about this. But it is lighting up in America right now, big time. And these folks are defiant. Oh, we're not going to shut down no more. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Because if too many people in the workplace are sick, what you gonna do? You gonna shut down, whether you like it or not. And if these variants are very fast moving, it ain't gonna take long for this country to be on its knees. So there is an uptick in what this woman is saying, a dire warning of a sense of impending doom as coronavirus infections and hospitalizations tick up, and pleaded with Americans not to let up on mitigation measures, which they have done already. They have done that a long time ago. During a briefing from the White House COVID-19 response team and public health officials, Walensky said there are continuing concern on the trends. I mean, everything is trending up in the country right now in the nation's response to the coronavirus pandemic, with a number of infections and hospitalizations and deaths all rising. The number of coronavirus cases in the US has surpassed 30.2 million, according to Johns Hopkins University. You could best believe it's far higher than that. Any numbers that these folks give you is always an undercount. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to lose the script, and I'm going to reflect on reoccurring feelings I have of impending doom, Walensky said, appearing to grow emotional. And you can clearly see that. You can clearly see it. We have so much to look forward to, so much promise and potential of where we are, and so much reason for hope. But right now, I'm scared. This is what she said. Walensky said the trajectory of the pandemic in the United States is following European countries like Germany, and I told you about Germany, Italy, and France have experienced a consistent and worrying spike in cases. We are not powerless. We can change this trajectory of the pandemic, she said, but it will take all of us recommitting to following the public health prevention strategies consistently while we work to get the American public vaccinated. They act like that vaccine is the holy grail, y'all, and it's not. The American people, Walensky, continue to need to work together to prevent another surge in cases. It's already going on. It's already going on. I'm speaking today not necessarily as your CDC director, and I'm not only as your CDC director, but a wife and as a mother and a daughter, to ask you to just please hold on a little while longer, she said. I so badly want to be done. I know you all so badly want to be done. We're just almost there. No, we're not. Until you resolve, at least even try to get one variant under control, you can't say that we're almost there. That's a damn lie. But, they love lies, but not quite. And so I'm asking you just to hold on a little longer to get vaccinated when you can, so that all of those people that we all love and will still be here when this pandemic ends. Walensky's sense of foreboding comes as some governors have moved to relax restrictions designed to mitigate the spread of coronavirus, including lifting mask mandates. As more people are vaccinated, states like Florida have experienced an increase in spring break. The spring break visitors that are down there. Yeah, I think I read like in 3 or 4 days, they jumped up 16,000 cases. Okay. So Florida increased. So while the Transportation Security Administrator reported a spike in the number of air travelers this month, but the public health officials have warned the national risk of new surge in coronavirus infections. So it attributed to the increase in travel, rolling back of restrictions, and the new variants that have been detected in the US. And you can best believe there's going to be far more variants coming, especially with these immigrants coming across the border. They're coming with COVID, and they're coming with whatever variants are down there in South America and in Mexico. They're coming with that across the border. When you're not going down from a big peak and you reach a point and start to plateau, once you stay at the plateau, you're really in danger of a surge coming up. This is what Dr. Fauci is saying. Okay. But, the majority of the country is now open fully. You're not going to talk any sense into these people. They're going to do what they want. And I'm telling you, what they're doing now is going to set the stage for a bad, bad summer. This summer is going to be far worse than the one from 2020. Look, what else could happen? You're opening, and like they said, you should have waited until everything went down to 10,000 cases a week. It never went down that low, you know? So, a lot of these people want to be out and about. Let them be out and about, and those of you that are not riding everything on the vaccine and you need to stay separated, you do what you feel is right. Don't let these folks dictate to you what should be done. They haven't been right about nothing yet when it comes down to COVID. They have been wrong from the beginning, and they have been wrong all through 2021. So y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.